Hi guys, Sam here from Arturia. In this episode of our Pigments tutorial series, we'll be looking at an addition to the effects side of things. It's the pitch shift delay. Let's dive in and take a closer look. Pitch shift delay is, by nature, a colourful and creative effect, so it's a welcome addition to the Pigments array of effects. Its repetitions can be tweaked in terms of pitch, stereo width, filtering, detune, and much more, paving the way for all manner of interesting musical applications. The pitch shift delay can be inserted into our effects signal chain by going to the Effects tab and selecting it from the list of effects. To start using it, simply turn up the dry-wet ratio. As you can hear, the effect is just one big sweet spot. Simply turn a knob and your sound is ready. Let's try it out again on a different preset. Its sounds can range from lush to eerie and textural, and to really understand it, we have to take a closer look at its controls. At first glance, it looks pretty similar to a normal delay, with more controls and modulation options. The graph in the middle displays these little dots, representing the repetition times of the wet signal. When pitch shift is set to 0 semitones, the repetitions are of the same pitch as the wet signal, like this. Once we start to increase or decrease the initial pitch value, the lines that are repeated change to a different pitch with every repetition. Let's have a listen. And that's just the beginning. Adjusting the amount of feedback increases the number of repetitions and pitch shifts, like this. Let's go a step further and play with the stereo offset. This control, once engaged, will distribute the delay lines across the stereo field. Make sure you've got headphones on for this one. We'll be modulating it with an LFO. So, now the delay lines are not only changing in pitch in sync with the master tempo, but also distributed across the stereo image to varying degrees thanks to the LFO modulation. As with vintage delays, you might want each repetition to vary slightly in terms of tuning. That's where the stereo detune parameter comes in. As we increase it, we can hear a nice detune effect being introduced with each individual repetition, giving the sound even more interesting texture. Further to this, you can tailor the sonic character of your delay lines with high-pass and low-pass filters to remove unwanted muddiness in the mix. Another useful setting, hidden above the stereo detune control, allows you to change the initial octave of the repeated delay lines. The available options are normal, which is the same octave as the dry signal, then there's octave up, which transposes the delay lines one octave higher, and then there's octave down, which naturally does the opposite, bringing the delayed lines one octave lower. The spray control is where we start to play with the rhythmic aspect of the delay repetitions. Once introduced, the spray control treats each delay line like a grain, adding some jitter to the grain spacing. Lower values vary the signal's time, and higher values break down the timed structure of the original signal, introducing rhythmic inconsistencies. Combined with the other settings, this can create some really abstract sounds, great for adding varied rhythmic and harmonic texture to your patch. And don't forget that all these controls are available as modulation destinations, so you can introduce some unpredictability and keep things moving. And that's it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing and hearing this creative effect in action, perfect for everything from ambient pads to punchy bass lines. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more useful Pigments content in the future. Thanks for watching.